Game Chat with Bwana, episode 81, starting right about now.
Welcome to Game Chat with Bwana, your source for gaming news and reviews. Now, here's Bwana McCall.
Game Chat with Bwana. Game Chat with Bwana, episode 81, starting right about now. It is number 81. This is September 7th, 2013. September the 12th, September the 7th, 2013. We're here at live.bwana.tv and at twitch.tv/Bwana. We do this every Saturday afternoon at about 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is what, or daylight time, whatever the daylight savings calendar says. We're going to be doing it. We're doing it here at Game Chat with Bwana. And what we do here at Game Chat with Bwana is that we look up the best stories on the web. We try to find the best gaming news that's out there. And we talk about said gaming news on this show. And I don't always find the best stuff, but we try. We try to find the best stuff. And, you know, I try to find things that I can offer a kind of a unique perspective on. The Bwana perspective. You can imagine looking through a bottle with mayonnaise on the back, covered in sprinkles. That would be the Bwana perspective. You can't handle the Bwana perspective. Come by here over at twitch.tv/Bwana or at live.bwana.tv. We talk about it here. You can join us live in the chat room, interact, mingle with other Game Chat with Bwananers. I don't know if I should patent that or not. Sometimes you get these moments of brilliantness. You say something, you're like, wait a minute, stop. That was brilliant. I must take a moment to observe the brilliantness.
Game Chat with Bwana would not be possible without the support of our corporate partners. Twitch.tv, Wirecast, YouTube, and 123 Systems. Thank you all for your support of Game Chat with Bwana.
Yeah. And for our first story, we're going to talk about the Xbox One. As if two weren't enough, we're going to talk about the first one. Xbox One. This is something we've been waiting on for quite a while. Everybody's been wondering when the thing's going to come out. And finally, Microsoft has dropped on us a release date. Microsoft has said, all right, you've been asking us, Bwananers. You've been asking us. It's time to tell you. The Xbox One will launch on November 22nd. Yeah, November 22nd. And this is going to be 1 week, exactly 1 week after the PlayStation 4. Now, one thing to note is that this thing is only going to be released in 13 regions, or 13 countries. It's going to be Australia, Brazil, Canada, France, Germany, Ireland, Italy, Mexico, New Zealand, Spain, UK, and of course, United States of Anteaters. So, this is kind of one of the big comparison points because PlayStation 4 is going to be in 32 countries. And the Xbox One is going to be priced at $499 in the U.S. and it's going to be relatively around the same amount in these other countries. Some of the other countries get a much higher price based on the value of the dollar, and it's not fair. You guys have let me know many times. They're going to roll out more territories in 2014, but they're going to focus more on the IFIGIS. I don't know how you pronounce that. It's IFIGIS. It's English, French, Italian, German, Spanish. IFIGIS regions first. And then they're going to expand beyond that. No Asian countries. Absolute no Asian. And it kind of makes sense because, you know, Xbox has never been that big in Japan or China or Singapore or anywhere in APJ, Asia Pacific. It's not unexpected. You know, that's why I'm not really knocking Microsoft for limiting their release regions, Because I doubt there's somebody in Japan going, Microsoft, why you hate us? Always hate us. I doubt that's going on. There's that one guy in Japan, though. You know it. There's that one guy in Japan going, I've been waiting for the Xbox One for 23 months. And finally, we get a release date. We get a release time frame. And Microsoft neglects Japan. Now, that one guy is sitting in the corner somewhere with his Xbox tattoo and Microsoft slippers, getting all upset. I don't think there's a lot of them, though. But check this story out, guys. It has finally been announced, November 22nd. This is right around the time of a great time, shopping time. I'm not sure exactly when the United States holiday of Thanksgiving is, but usually around that time, that Friday after Thanksgiving, it's called Black Friday. If you're not familiar with that, Black Friday is when there's like a ton of deals. This is like the first official day of the holiday shopping season, and people stampede stores to get stupid deals. They'll have like 2 flat screen TVs for $20 or something, and everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna get the flat screen TV for $10. So it's around a good time. People are going to be saving up their pennies and nickels to buy stuff, and the Xbox One is going to be one of them. I'm not getting it. So that's that. Just leave it at that. I will be getting the PlayStation 4 though, but not at launch. Unless I can find one in a Target. Like I always say Target because I don't know. Unless I can walk in a Target on the day it comes out and go, hey, look, there's a PlayStation 4. I wonder if I should get it. Let me think about this for 6 hours. Maybe. Wait, I might. You know, I'm not in a rush to get a PlayStation 4, even though I am going to get one. But November 22nd is the date. Check it out, guys. This is over on mtvmultiplayer.com. They got the details over there. Now we're going to talk about something else. We're going to talk about that Reggie dude. Remember last time I talked about Reggie and he was like, talk about something. It's all about the games. Microsoft and Nintendo. Y'all just got meh. Y'all meh. Y'all over there? Meh. Now, I bashed Reggie good. I went on a soapbox and talked about how Nintendo doesn't really do a whole lot in terms of other types of games other than their bread and butter. And when I say bread and butter, I'm talking about their first party titles. We've got Mario, we've got Donkey Kong, we've got Zelda. That's what Reggie was talking about. So this particular story over on, what site is this? I've never been here. Nintendo Insider talks about how Bethesda, as a third-party console developer, has released some opinionated statements on how Nintendo could have done better with the Wii U in terms of relationships with third-party developers. This is Pete Hines. And asked as, and I'm going to quote the article, asked as to what the company could do once again to attract him, Bethesda, Hines stated that the time has long passed and that Microsoft and Sony involved them in the design process far more. So Nintendo is apparently not involving them in the design process. The time for convincing publishers and developers to support Wii U has long passed. The box is out. You have to do what Sony and Microsoft have been doing with us for a long time. And it's not like that every time we met with them, we got all the answers we wanted, but they involved us very early on and talked to the folks like Bethesda and Gearbox. They say, here's what we're doing, here's what we're planning, here's how we think it's going to work, to hear what we thought from our tech guys and from an experience standpoint. This is a good quote. You have to spend an unbelievable amount of time up front doing that. If you're just going sort of deciding we're going to make a box and this is how it works and you should make games for it, well, no is my answer. I'm going to focus on other ones that better support what we're trying to do. So that's pretty harsh, man. I haven't seen anybody come out this negative at Nintendo for a while. Now, we thought that Nintendo was going to make a turnaround here. We thought Nintendo was going to turn the tables in terms of third-party developer support. And we didn't get it exactly. We got all these different studios. Remember, I think it was at the E3 announcement. They showed all the different headlines and all the different the third-party developers they talked to, and like, we're excited about the Wii U. We're gonna do this. You know, all these different people signed on, and then Wii U came out, and it's just like crickets, 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 crickets. Now these titles probably are they're still going to be coming. I mean, Nintendo did have an impressive third-party developer lineup, but so far we haven't seen really any shining titles on the Wii U. Any AAA titles, any really breakout indie or unique titles yet. Is it because of Nintendo? Or is it because of the developers? We don't know exactly, but this guy right here says it's Nintendo. He says that Nintendo didn't involve them in the design process. They didn't talk to them enough. They basically threw them the dev kit and says, have at it. And they're like, no, we should be involved early on so we can get prepared for this, so that we can give you feedback, so that we can be in a place where we're comfortable developing for your box. So check this story out, guys. This over at Nintendo Insider, man. Bethesda, they really let Nintendo know what's happening. The boy howdy what now. They let them know what was going on, and told you that you don't engage us enough. You need to be more and more engaged with the devs. Yes.
Tune in to all things Bwana throughout the week on live.bwana.tv and on twitchtv.com/Bwana.
Next story, we're going to talk about CCP Soundwave, which is beloved developer, one of my favorite MMORPGs of all time, EVE Online. He has decided to leave CCP. He is the lead designer for EVE Online. EVE Online. He is the lead developer. And he says, well, guys, it's been real. You know, we've done some great stuff in space. We've made some spaceships. We've had some great battles in low-sec. We've had some nice times in wormholes. But now it's time for me to go to that wonderful world of MOBAs. I don't know, guys. It's the spaceship. The spaceship stuff's just not doing it for me anymore. I need Teemo. Man, I need Shaco. I need Ezreal. I need towers. I need creep. Oh, I'm sorry. I need minions. I need towers. I need jungles, guys. I thought it was a joke. You know, every time I go to EVE subreddit, occasionally they link to this satire site, and they just have some of the most outlandish headlines. And you know, you kind of have to look twice because it looks kind of real, but then it's like absolutely ridiculous. This is real. CCP Soundwave has left CCP EVE Online for League of Legends. Let's quote him. He posted it on Facebook. You can't do the same thing forever, and I feel like after more than 5 years, it's time to try something new. So I'm packing my bags again and moving to Dublin, where I'll be joining Riot Games to work on League of Legends. I feel a bit lucky that I get to work on not just one of my favorite games, but two of them. I don't think I'd have asked for anything more, and it's pretty humbling to go from one love to another. A few years ago, my overwhelming interest was the EVE universe. Now it's League of Legends and the competitive scene there. To everyone at CCP, it's been wonderful, and I would happily do it all over again. To everyone at Riot, I'll see you soon. So tears, sad faces everywhere. Our beloved CCP Soundwave, lead designer of EVE Online, is going the way of Teemo. I don't get it. I gotta say it, guys. Now, Riot is hiring a lot of people. I mean, I've seen community managers from other games just automatically have like a a Riot in front of their name. I'm like, wait, they went to Riot? They're hiring a lot of people, man, because they got like jillions of dollars. Yes, that's an amount, jillions. But I can't. I don't understand how you can go from something as intricate and complicated and as robust and insanely awesome as EVE Online to League of Legends, which is a potpourri of colors thrown on the screen in animation form. I'm not trying to not League of Legends. I mean, it's everybody love it, man. But still, man, that's like saying I'm gonna leave my job at Ferrari and I'm gonna work over there on that on these go-karts. Yeah, we're gonna. No, actually, I'm gonna go to John Deere. I'm gonna work on lawnmowers. I'm gonna leave Ferrari, and I'm gonna work on some lawnmowers. We're gonna innovate and cut yards. John Deere. I can't help but say it, man. It's a step down for him. I don't understand Soundwave. Why you? Bwana's gonna cry. Bwana's gonna cry. No, Bwana's not gonna cry. But man, he was the, and it's been stated everywhere. He's like the face of EVE development. And you know, EVE is on the top. They're riding high. They've been growing ever since launch. Steady growth. Every year they're breaking records. Every year, more and more. And with their latest expansion, Odyssey, they get more and more refined, more and more developed to be, you know, a great MMO for the future. It looks like the game's not going anywhere for a long time. Guys, like I said, I thought it was a joke. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm happy for him because apparently he really likes League of Legends. So much so he would leave lead designer role at the beloved EVE Online. So he's a designer. He must have hit a creativity wall. What can you do? Check it out, guys. This is over on Rock Paper Shotgun. EVE Online's lead designer. His real name is actually not CCP Soundwave, but Christopher Toberg, the most Borgiest of two. CCP Soundwave has left EVE Online for League of Legends. All right, let's move on to talk about a little bit about Final Fantasy. We said we're gonna watch that story closely from last week. Last week we talked about Final Fantasy 14, A Realm Reborn, having a lot of launch issues, and the servers were filled to capacity. People were getting turned away from playing the game, could not create characters, and Square Enix promised that this will be alleviated next week, which was this week. So this article talks about what Square Enix has done. They have issued 1 week of free gameplay to all players. Their trials have been extended by 1 week as a result of the server headaches in the beginning. And they've also added more servers and added more server capacity. So now, if you ask Bwana, I've been playing Final Fantasy like crazy lately. What's the current state of the servers? You can log in anytime you want. You don't have to worry about, you know, smashing the 0 button or the A button on your controller for hours on end. You can log in quite easily. The duty finder is working fine. You don't have to worry about that breaking. It's working great now. There's only one lingering issue, or actually there's two lingering issues. The first is that they're still monitoring character creation. So if you do go into the game and you want to create a character on another server or a server that your friend's on, you can't. A lot of times these servers are closed. They've been opening them and closing them at random intervals throughout the day. So that's the first problem. You still can't create a character anytime you want unless it's open. The second problem is that digital downloads are still suspended. So if you were interested in this game and you wanted to buy it, yeah, you still can't buy a digital copy. You still have to find a physical copy somewhere to get a key to play the game. So Square Enix is making improvements slowly but surely, but it's still not up to the standards that I'm sure they would like to have. So if you do pick up the game today, somehow, physical copy, don't expect everything to be fixed. Things are a lot better, but they're not quite there. So check this story out, guys. This is over on joystick.com. They got the details. Square Enix apologizes for Final Fantasy XIV headaches with a week of free play, and they also got some other things going on.
Please support Game Chat with Bwana by turning off your ad blocking software.
All right. It's time to say congratulations. Congratulations to Sean Day9 Plot, the beloved StarCraft guy. He's like the face of StarCraft fans. He's a really nice guy in real life, off camera. And he is one of the funniest personalities you will find on that scene. Sean Day9 Plot has decided to go entrepreneur. That's right, entrepreneur. He has been named as head of games with the startup company. This is going to be the startup company Artillery. And the goal of this company is to essentially make your browser a console. Good startup idea. Never thought my browser could be a console. But no, basically they're trying to make HTML5 gaming a lot more easier. And when I hear the term console, I mean like, plug and play. No drivers, no hardware, blah, blah, blah. Just don't worry about anything. Just turn on the game and play. Sean Plott and his co-founder of Day9 TV, Mr. Burkhart, what's his name? Eric Burkhart, will both be joining the companies. Join the company. I think what's Burkhart going to do? Burkhart's going to be head of growth. Burkhart's going to be head of growth, and Sean Day9 Plot's going to be head of games. And I am very happy for Sean Day9 Plot. I keep calling him Sean Day9 Plot because people say Sean Plot. You don't know what you're talking about. You got to throw that Day9 in the middle. I'm happy for him because, I've been part of startups in that atmosphere before. It's a very exciting thing to do, to go in a realm where things are uncertain and you're trying something new and you're doing something nobody else has really thought of. That's the idea I like to think of startups. And he's got a really good thing going on with his show, the Day9 Daily. If you don't know, he runs a daily StarCraft podcast / show at day9.tv. And it's very successful. It's like everybody watches Day9 who plays StarCraft. I mean, at some point you have watched Day9. So glad to see that he's venturing out to a startup firm. And we're going to be watching this Artillery pretty closely. I'm kind of interested in how HTML5 can be used for gaming. We've been hearing about a lot of HTML5 lately in the tech news about video because of the controversial Flash stuff. Everybody talks about HTML5 with it, but HTML5 can do a lot of other things, including some very cool gaming stuff. So congratulations again, Day9 Plot. Sean Day9 Plot. He has been named head of games over at Artillery, and his co-founder Eric Burkhart is head of growth. Check it out, guys. This is over on GamePolitics.com. They got the details over there. And for our final story, man, we're gonna talk about this whole Kickstarter thing. And I've been like hinting at this and talking about this for a long time. How some of these Kickstarters are really getting out of control. How people put forth these stretch goals of, okay, if you give us, they'll never give us 500 million. If you give us 500 million, we'll rewrite the Declaration of Independence in binary and have it project on your ceiling from your toenails. Everywhere you go, you'll see the Declaration of Independence in binary on your ceiling. $500 million later. Well, about that toe thing, projection, whatever we said, it would be in our best interest to forego that and pursue other avenues and go forth and do other things and focus on re-optimizing the engine and making sure that our players have a smooth experience around the gaming engine. Star Citizen has just, I think they eclipsed 18 million, and they have set a goal for 20 million that they're going to turn Star Citizen into planetside. Planetside can't even do planetside right now. And I'm sure they got much more than $20 million. This is a game studio with too much money. They have this promise right here has officially crossed the line. Here's the latest letter from Chris Roberts. He says, the $20 million stretch goal is first-person combat on select lawless planets. Star Citizen was also primed to include FPS combat on space stations, landing platforms, via ship boarding actions, but they're not going to just do it there now. They're going to go to planets and take the fight to the ground. Got too much money, man. This game is promising so much. If you go down the list, the bulleted list, of all the promises Star Citizen has made, you have to be skeptical, guys. You have to be skeptical. This is it's like they're combining every game. It's like, all right, we got EVE Online, we got crap, I can't think of the other name of the game. But basically, spaceship combat. All right, we're going to throw in hangars. We're going to throw all this customization. Oh, yeah, we're going to throw in FPS combat. Oh, yeah, we're going to throw in planetside. Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and throw in Minecraft. Let's have you build stuff. Oh, let's go ahead and make a shoe store so you can make shoes. We're going to have crafting. Yes, you're going to be able to make leather. Okay, now let's go. You like Elder Scrolls? We're going to give you a sword. That's right. A sword on your ship. Yes. Well, let's do a sword. Okay. Yes. You like Final Fantasy? Well, we're going to give you a space chocobo. For $15 million stretch goal. Yes. We're going to do space chocobo. This is way too much, man. Now, I applaud what their efforts. I applaud their efforts. Because what they're planning to build sounds amazing, but now we've crossed the threshold of amazing to, all right, this is too good to be true. There has got to be a catch. This is not gonna happen. So what are you guys actually going to do with all the money you made? They've already reached their goal like months ago on Kickstarter. They did their own little Kickstarter thing, and I've been checking my email, and like every so often they're like, oh, okay, we're still selling this. They're just selling stuff, selling. And I'm like, did you guys already get enough money? Why are you asking for more money? Stop selling stuff. They're just selling. And the game, and we haven't played the game yet. We got a hangar module. And they're just asking for, and I'm telling you, man, I'm officially skeptical, guys. I'm like, all right, Star Citizen. I pledged. I mean, I did a $60 pledge initially. And now I'm very skeptical. This is way too much. Way too much. Planetside FPS combat on top of space combat, on top of EVE Online simulation sandbox in one game. All right, we will see. I would love to be proven wrong in this case. Check this story out, guys, over on Joystick. Star Citizen's promising the world if they hit 20 million. Are you going to give them your money? Makes you think, doesn't it? Makes you think.
Do you love Game Chat? Are you looking for a way to show your appreciation? Become a Bwana.tv premium subscriber. Check out the details at Bwana.tv/donate.
Okay, guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. This is episode 81 of Game Chat with Bwana. We're here at live.bwana.tv and at twitch.tv/Bwana. Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/Bwana. We also have a YouTube channel at youtube.com/Buffer. We're on Google Plus at google.com/+Bwana. Follow me on those outlets if you choose to. You can choose to not to. I don't care. As long as you enjoy the show, that's all I care about. Like I said before on Bwana.org radio, I've talked about my websites at radio.bwana.org and at bwana.tv. If you go to those websites, you may encounter a blank screen. We're working on fixing that. I'm planning to have that fixed in a couple weeks. I'm working on a more robust solution, so I'm kind of in the planning phases of that. But the blank screens will be gone soon, and we will have our websites back up. But for the meantime, you can just go to my YouTube channel. That's where all the media is being cross-posted. The MP3 media for my tech podcast is going to be in link form within the show notes of the YouTube video, so you can go that way. But if you're subscribing to my audio podcasts via podcatcher or some sort of podcasting app, it should still be working. The RSS feed is still there, so you don't have to worry about that. Just the people who visit the website are getting blank pages, and I'm getting them myself, so I've been seeing them. But we'll get that fixed, guys, and check us out over at twitch.tv/Bwana and at live.bwana.tv. We are here almost daily now. I've been on a very steady streaming schedule, more steady than usual. And if you come by and we're not live, check out the archives. You can go to my past broadcasts. When you first come to my channel on Twitch, you'll see highlights. We try to highlight funny and interesting moments. And then there's another tab called past broadcasts. You can just click that and watch the VOD, watch the video on demand on what we've been doing. All right, guys, that concludes episode 81 of Game Chat with Bwana, and I will see you all next week. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.